This is a day he's dreamed of all his life. Dipinder Singh is preparing to visit one of the most sacred places in Sikhism, a temple that marks the site where Guru Nanak, the first Sikh prophet, died.
I'm wearing this color as it has religious values. Guru Gobind Singh Ji told us saffron shows the peace. Today is the best and the happiest day of my life.
It's a trip he never thought would be possible for him and his wife Jasmeen. That's because this temple is not in India, but in Pakistan, in the city of Kartarpur. They are among the first 500 pilgrims to go to this holy site since the opening of a corridor between the two enemy nations.
I'm very happy that my children are going on this pilgrimage. I'm very happy.
We'll go once there are less crowds, because I find it hard to walk.
During partition in 1947, the region of Punjab where 80% of Sikhs live was divided between India and Pakistan. It was difficult for pilgrims on the Indian side to go to Kartarpur. Now, an online form, a passport, and an entry fee of $20 are all that they need.
Before, it was very complicated to go to Pakistan. We had to apply for a visa and then justify to the Indian authorities why we wanted to be there. Then you had to cross the border to get into Lahore.
We are heading to the brand new terminal where visitors are checked before they cross the highly secure border. A bus takes the pilgrims across the 4-kilometer-long corridor till the entrance of the temple. This journey would have been unimaginable just a few months ago. It's taken 20 years for this project to come to fruition, with tensions which flare frequently between New Delhi and Islamabad stalling it. Then, this past October, an agreement was finally signed and the corridor was inaugurated in early November. This was done by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the Indian side and by his counterpart Imran Khan on the Pakistani side. The Kartarpur site, which has been renovated and expanded, can accommodate up to 5,000 worshippers a day. Islamabad hopes to make it a tourist hotspot. This is not just any temple. Dipinder and Jasmeen hope that this rapprochement will help heal the trauma of a violent episode in history, the partition of India and Pakistan.
This will definitely change the perception of what people think about Pakistan. This generation, today's youth, wants to move on. We don't want to look to the past, but to the future.
But this corridor is above all symbolic. A few kilometers away, the reality is different. This is the Wagah checkpoint, the only land border between India and Pakistan. Every day, hundreds of Indians and Pakistanis come to watch a unique show. In front of big crowds, the soldiers of the two countries face off in mock confrontation and stomp and shout, displaying their distrust of each other. This military parade is a symbol of just how tense relations remain between the two countries.
They have the animosity against each other over there. We see the competition of displaying their nationalism or ultra-nationalism, and where the Pakistan and the Pakistani people are being projected in the minds of the people who are away from the Punjab or away from the reality. And once they come to that place and they raise the slogans.
This corridor of peace and this apparent thaw in relations come after a particularly tense year.
Kashmir issue is there. Problem of terrorism is there. Problem of violence is there. That area has been unresolved for the last 72 years. You have claims, you have counterclaims in that situation.
In this decades-old dispute, Kartarpur is just a breach in a wall. But it is synonymous with hope for the 21 million Sikhs of India. At the border, those who haven't crossed over yet hover around a telescope installed above the barbed wire. In the distance, the hallowed temple of Guru Nanak is in sight.